For many of us, Friday afternoon has been a stormy one for many corners of the area. We started off the day with some sunshine, but the cloud cover has been dominating over the past few hours. Here's the view from our Savannah camera overlooking Tybee Island. You can see a few peaks of sunshine off in the distance, but as far as what we're dealing with on land, a lot of rain is still on the radar. And because of that, temperatures have been able to cool off into the upper 70s for a few spots. Drier locations have stayed in the 80s. As far as the live scan on Viper radar, most of our coastal areas are almost rain-free other than near the Ogeechee River, southern Chatham County. The low country seeing that cluster of storms I was riding up along I-95, moving northward toward Walterboro, just inland Jasper County, dealing with some heavy rain just to the north of Tillman, approaching 278 very shortly. Effingham County dealing with some heavy rain, stretching from the southern part of the county near Eden, all the way up near Barry's Landing. Highway 21 has been dealing with some heavy rain on and off throughout the afternoon. Further inland, not heavy rain, but a large swath of moderate rain and lighter rain setting up for us, and more rain is expected on and off throughout the evening hours, with more rain expected throughout the weekend. Saturday, we'll start off with a few thunderstorms as we head through the mid-morning hours. Afternoon highs because of the extra cloud cover and the rainfall. We will just top out in the low to mid 80s for highs. Similar conditions will be set up for our Sunday, as more of that moisture surges in for us tonight ahead of a very slow moving cold front. So a stormy weekend is expected for us at times. This is not associated with the tropics, though we are watching for some development pretty close to home, and some of that may have an impact on our forecast. We have Hurricane Umberto, which is a major Category 3 system for us right now. That should stay well off of the east coast of the U.S., but that will have somewhat of an influence on what is now designated as potential tropical cyclone number 9. This is the tropical wave that we've been watching for several days, riding along the northern islands of the Caribbean. Now it's expected to make a little bit more of a turn to the north, pulling away from Cuba, and as it does so, it will become better organized. It is moving northwesterly at 9 miles per hour, so it will start to lose that influence from land as we do head into the overnight hours. Sustained winds 35 miles per hour with wind gusts as high as 45 miles per hour, which would normally classify as a tropical depression, but they did not find a defined circulation just yet. We do expect that later on tonight and into the day tomorrow, likely strengthening over the Bahamas into a tropical storm and possibly a hurricane off of our coast. And because of the influence from Umberto and a weakening area of low pressure, we do expect this to get pulled toward the coast initially, but really slowing down as it does so. So this could be a prolonged, impactful event along the southeastern U.S. coast in the way of some strong wind, heavy rain, and even a little bit of a storm surge, where we would have those strongest onshore winds as we head into the early to the middle part of next week. And our computer models that look at the tropics are indicating that path initially toward the coast. Notice there's a huge spread there, long range. That's because we're having some trouble. The computers are having trouble how to handle the influence from a weakening tropical low pressure and also the influence from Umberto as it passes toward Bermuda. So the intensity and the forecast path is something that we are still going to be working on over the weekend to really nail down. But the bottom line is, now's the time to start thinking about your hurricane plan just in case you need to set it into action. It is possible that this would become a stronger system approaching us because there is very warm water near the Bahamas. Water temperatures at the surface are in the mid 80s, so that is plenty of fuel to really get a storm strong pretty quickly under normal circumstances. For the weekend, scattered storms are expected both Saturday and for Sunday. Starting on Monday, we may start to feel the impacts, especially along the coast, from the tropical system, whatever magnitude it is, coming in our direction. It will likely be at least a tropical storm or hurricane. Imelda is the next name on the list. That continues for Tuesday and into Wednesday, possibly, with that slower movement expected now with the latest data from the Hurricane Center, but at least better weather at this point will be moving in for the end of next week.
And Scott, we do want to let our viewers know that South Carolina Governor Henry McMaster has issued a state of emergency. This is for those potential impacts to the low country, of course, and all around South Carolina.
Right, and we can likely see that extend for Georgia. I can see Governor Kemp doing the same thing to follow suit.
Okay, we'll keep on top of that.